Yo, by doing? King Dingbat here, and thank you and welcome to a Philly 500 live stream. We are day one into training camp, first practice today. Let me just say to everybody in here, um, sports fan, what's up, Jacob? What's up, Jay? Welcome to Dingbat Nation, buddy. Welcome to Dingbat Nation. Thank you for joining, my man. Appreciate that. Ed, what's up? Lindy Endzone, what is happening with you, my man? Zach, welcome to Dingbat Nation, buddy. Welcome to Dingbat Nation. I appreciate you guys being here. A lot going on today. What is happening? Dragonfire, Andy Reed, what's up? 850-500. When are we going to hang out and get a burger? I don't know, Andy. Anytime you want. Anytime you want. Mayday, what's up, my man? How are you? Christine, what's up? Marcus, the Jays, sports fans, Muhammad, Lewis, you guys are all here. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a busy day for the Eagles, man. A lot going on. So much so, I couldn't even get it in one video. That's how much stuff is going on. Obviously, we had a first practice. That was awesome. It was good to see Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith, already have chemistry from Alabama, showing it today on the field. Of course, a lot of talk about Brandon Graham was wreaking havoc. He was all over the place today, putting pressure on Jalen Hurts. So that was cool. Very, 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 very good sign. And then, of course, we had the blonde bomber. Zach Ertz shows up to camp with blonde hair. What does it mean? I have no idea. However, I do know this. I think that if you look at, and I'm going to have a video on this later. If you look at the press conference today and you look at everything they said about Zach Ertz, my theory is correct. I believe I'm going to be correct that they are setting it up to trade him. So a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to be doing these live streams pretty much almost every day during days that they have practice. What time we'll have to play with it, but yeah, I mean it's crazy right now, and I kind of want to get your sense on how you guys feel. Hurts looks good as number one. I mean, for the most part, I heard that Hurts. I heard there was some good throws, there was some bad throws, but for the most part, yeah, very fluid, very smooth in his throws, all those kind of things. Jerry, what's happening, my man? Onyx, what's up? Don, what's up? Thank you guys for being here. Sports fan says 500. I found your channel on my other account. Great to back 100. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. We got over 100 people in here already. Appreciate that. E-Rock, what's up? What's up, my dude? Any word on Rager? Thing with Rager was that he had tightness, lower body tightness, so he didn't practice. I don't know if that's serious. I don't know if that was just something like he was cramping up before practice or whatever. But I think something we got to keep our eye on with Rager, because Rager missed a lot of time. He was banged up last year. We need him healthy. We need him healthy. You know what I mean? BCT 9314. Dingbat, what up, fam? What is up? It is that season. It's our time, Philly. What is going on? How are you? James, what's up, man? He says, yo, 500, my guy, this year's going to be a playoff year. We back, baby. Look, I feel like it's going to be a lot better than people think. No question about it. No question about it. Art McDaddy's Dog and Catering. Thank you for the super chat. Art Make Peace here. Okay, my man, Art Make Peace. What is that? What is up, my man? He says, change my screen name to support my hot dog cart business. Fly Eagles Fly. Let's support that business, man. So you're going to have to tell me again where it's located at, all that stuff, man. I have to try to send some people your way for some hot dogs. You know what I mean? Thank you for super chat, by the way. Jay Koch, man, what's up, man? How are you? Zach Ertz to the Bills. I think Zach Ertz is going to get moved. I mean, if you heard Sirianni today and Howie Roseman goes, well, we expect Zach Ertz to be here week one. To me, that's the first clue. That's the first clue what they're doing. Then you have Nick Sirianni. Oh, Zach Ertz, his work ethic. We've seen him on tape. We're so excited to see what he could do. He's a total professional, consummate, all those things. All that is exactly what you want to say to build up his trade value. After practice, Howie Roseman, Zach Ertz were in the middle of the field talking for a while. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting, no doubt about it, BCT says, I'm ecstatic about our defense as a whole, as well as our quarterback-wide receiver connection. Me too. I wonder who his favorite will be. Wentz liked his tight ends. Foles spreads the ball around and gave second chances a lot. Gave him 50-50. Well, I always think that quarterbacks in general always feel like that tight end is always like kind of their outlet, maybe running back too. But I think that the connection between Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts, I think that's going to be, I think that's going to be there. And Quez Watkins didn't practice today either, and he is one of my breakout guys. He didn't practice because he's still getting a physical. So Fulgham had a chance, and apparently Fulgham looked really, really true. Marcus says, "Is this true? The Eagles are working on a trade deal with the Dolphins? Xavier Howard." I haven't heard anything as of last half hour. So if anything happened within then somebody put it on here and let me know. I can't imagine or foresee any way in which they are going to sit there and they are going to go ahead and trade for Xavier Howard at this point. You brought in Steven Nelson. What are you going to do with Slay? I don't know how you would pay all those guys. I don't even know how they would afford them, to be honest. Art McDaddy Dogs and Catering, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. He says, I'm in Gardner, North Carolina. Check out my channel for some videos on the hot dog truck. I am definitely going to do that, my man. No question about it. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. I wonder how John Hightower. I didn't hear much on Hightower. The thing about today, like today practice, right? I think there was like just over an hour, right? I mean, they're not in pads. They're not hitting yet. It's kind of getting things going. They did 11-11 in the red zone. There was a lot of red zone work going on, So it's crazy. One other thing I don't think I mentioned, but they said that the Eagles are over 90% of that team is vaccinated. So I don't think they're going to have any issues during the regular season. Just to pass that on to you guys. Zeke fan, what is up? 500. What Cowboys game will you be streaming this season? Week 1 at Tampa Bay would be good, bro. I'm going to stream as many as I can. As many Giants, Washington, Dallas, as many NFC East games that don't conflict with the Eagles stream and then my post game. I'm going to do as many as I can. And I'm going to do Miami and the Colts because we own their picks. But Tampa is I believe that's a Thursday night game, no? So yeah, let's do it. No, I mean let's get on Mark Holmes' nerves. Jerry says, I'm 100% behind Hurts, but hearing all the reports of him being inaccurate during 7-on-7 where you should be spot on is alarming to say the least. Day one of training camp. I wouldn't worry about it. I thought I saw something too where they're saying Carson in Indianapolis was struggling. Although he looks thinner, he looks a hell of a lot thinner than last year. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry about it too much right now. But it's something that could be bad. But I wouldn't worry about it after one practice. Sean Fitzpatrick says, Joel, will you dye your hair beard blonde to honor Zach Ertz? Hell no. But I might shave it. Greg Ward is better than Travis Fulgham. To me, Greg Ward can only play a slot. He is just a slot wide receiver. Fulgham could play on the outside. So I kind of almost look at them as two different kind of receivers. Daddy's Kitchen Will says, think our D is underrated. Possibly. Here's the thing with the defense, right? The main key to this defense, and the Eagles' defenses are usually always predicated on this, but the defensive line has to be good. I think you have to get something out of Derek Barnett and Josh Sweat. One or both, however you want to do it. But one of those guys has to step up this year. If you get that, you know what Brandon Graham's going to give you. You know what Fletcher Cox is going to give you. I think you even know what Ryan Kerrigan in pass rush situations are going to give you. So if you have a good pass rush this year, I agree. I think it'll be very underrated because I think Steven Nelson was a big signing. Wentz put on dad fat. Wentz ate his dad fat, fried it up in bacon, and then ate it again. That's how big and fat Carson Wentz was last year. He was on a Michael Anthony Where's the Fitness diet, man. You can't have that. Gainwell update. There was a couple things he did out there on the field. I heard his name maybe once or twice. Nothing big though. Nothing I can really talk about. Yo, 500, my guy, what's good? It's training day. Let's go. Training day. First day of practice, Big D. It is there. They were. That's what I heard too. I heard they were switching out of 3-4, 4-3 defense. I think you're going to see that. I think a lot of teams are starting to do more of that, where they want to be able to play both in certain situations, So yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. Joey Marks, what's happening? He says, "Yo, Philly 500, give us a prediction for our Birds this season." I haven't done a game by game one yet. It's too early. I need to see some preseason games. But I think between 7 and 10 wins is reasonable for the Eagles. I think they can sit there and win the division. That's where I see them. Yeah, Cowboys defense is going to surprise a lot of people. Your defense is going to surprise nobody because it stinks. I love it. We'll see, man. We'll see. Davian Taylor started, and we're 3-4 Philly and sweet with the. Well, yeah, we played some 3-4 and some 4-3. You have guys on that team that could not play it, I believe, in a 3-4 all the time. I do not believe Brandon Graham can be a 3-4 outside linebacker. They tried it with Chip Kelly. I don't think it was successful. I think you have to stay 4-3 most of the time. But you can interchange it, no doubt about it. On the radio, they said Hurts looked bad, but you can't believe what you hear. So, yeah, but they say everything is bad. They also say Nick Sirianni is bad. Devontae Smith is too small. They only point out the bad. They always point out the bad. What I heard with Jalen Hurts and what I saw from the little bit I could see, he had a so-so day. He missed some throws. He did some good things. And it was up and down, and that's okay. First practice, it's okay. That's okay to happen, Yeah, there should be practice tomorrow. There's going to be practice pretty much every day. Then they'll get a few days off. They'll get like 1 day, 2 days off, maybe a week. Yeah. Lindy Enzo, he says, "I want to know how much of the run game we're going to really see with this personnel. We have a youngest quarterback, best friend in the run game to keep them multidimensional." I think the hint to the run game and that they're going to use the run game was the Kerryon Johnson move. I think that move tells us that they're going to run the ball a lot more. I don't think they're going to be like 60-40 run ratio, 55-45 run ratio, but I think they're going to run a lot more than Doug Peterson. I think you're going to see more of a 2017 type offense. But the running game is Jalen Hurts' best friend. I say it. Jalen Hurts is the key to the Eagles. The key to Jalen Hurts could be Miles Sanders. And I expect Miles Sanders to have a monster year, No question about it. And if I'm missing some of these, I apologize. I didn't hear anything about Jacoby Stevens today at all. Heard nothing. But like I said, it was like 73-minute practice, no pads. You know what I mean? In the words of my man, Philly 500, we are getting ready to double moonwalk some ass. Absolutely, Troy Singleton. And we got over 200 people in here. Thank you so much for being here. Please please subscribe. And we're going to be doing this just about every day. The time, I'm not totally sure yet. We're going to have to kind of play with it. But, when I can do it, I'm going to do it. 500, I remember finding you when we beat the Packers in 2019. That was amazing. Oh, okay. Yeah, sports fan. I remember. So, yeah, it was a while ago, but yes. No, the Eagles can't run less. I don't think they're going to run less. I do think you're not going to see a lot of 12-man personnel. You're not going to see a lot of that. I think you're going to see a lot faster offense. I think this offense is going to be very, very fast. I think it's going to be very fast. But I do think they're going to run way more than people think. You know what I mean? Stream back there, by the way. What do you mean? Hey, Philly, it seems like what they see from Sweat. They like what they see from. Do you think they listen to offers for Barnett if in team's interest? If they know Barnett is not going to start and he gets beat out, it's possible. I mean, Josh Sweat was taking first team reps today over Barnett for a while. And some of that they claim is just rotational, but it makes you wonder because Josh Sweat was better than Derek Barnett last year. He just was. You know what I mean? Joey Mark says, Mark Holmes stinks. You hear that, Mark? Is he here? Is Mark Holmes coming by yet? Mark's probably doing I love Dak Prescott video. Justin, what's up, my man? He says, "Well, Philly, my bad. I haven't been able to attend some live streams lately. It's okay. I haven't been doing them. I took about a month off of really doing too much live streams or anything like that. Kind of just was refreshing, get ready for this point. It's football season now. As far as I'm concerned, football season is underway. You know, you think the defense will be better than 2017? Well, you're going to have to get some good linebacker play, right? Because Nigel Bradham was a beast in 2017. The pass rush was really, really good in 2017. I still don't think the secondary was all that good. You don't give up over 500 yards in a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Does Hooker make Dallas better? He could help. He could help. The problem with Malik Hooker is he's always hurt. That's the problem. That's why I wasn't so big on wanting him here. But I mean, yeah, I mean, he could theoretically, yes. My grandson, Little Philly, says hello and let's go Eagles. Troy, tell your grandson, Little Philly, hello. What is up? Is it true, Lamar? Yeah, he did. They said that he did test positive. I don't know if he tested positive or if he came in contact, but I did see that right before I started. No question about it. Rod says, not wishing injury on nobody, but do you think Dak could possibly get injured again this season? Sometimes you see a guy get injured, and then the one time he gets injured, he keeps doing it. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. And the question I wonder with Dak is just how quick he can come back from that injury. That's the key to him, but I don't wish injury on anybody. Do you think, Philly, do you think Kevon Wallace will step up this year, especially if McLeod isn't ready? MB, I said yesterday's video, I said, there's two guys I think step up this year. I think Quez Watkins on offense and Kevon Wallace on defense. I do. I think Kevon Wallace is going to end up being the starter when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? Joseph Vega, what's happening? What's up, Philly 500, bro? I'm mad at you. You're mad at me for what could you be mad at me for? What did I do? Steal your McDonald's? What did I do? What did I do to you now? Man, you're crazy. Well, I love you, Joseph Vega. What the hell did I do? Eat your french fries? Come on, man. Give me a break. Damien says, we need to get the belt back from Pizzle this year, 500. Oh, it's coming home. It's coming home. I love Dak, but I hate the Cowboys. Yeah, I hate anything Cowboys. Yo, 500 or Philly, yo, can't wait for the preseason, man. It's coming already. August, a few days. You're going to stream? Oh, yeah, I'll stream every Eagles preseason game. No question about it. I might even do the Hall of Fame game this weekend. Is it this weekend? I asked Joe if he wanted to do that one. Have to be patient with this team. New coaches, new system, going to take time to gel, especially the defense. Yeah, it very well could, Jerry. The one thing, though, is sometimes it can work the opposite way. Sometimes because you have new coaches and teams don't really have a game plan for you, kind of don't know what you want to do, you can kind of take people, who are viewing you or kind of taking you under the radar. And maybe that's a slight advantage. Remember, in 2016, the Eagles started 3-0. We started 3-0. So you never know, Reports that Dak looks slow and iffy on that ankle. Really, Jason? It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, that was a nasty injury. That was nasty. You know what I mean? Common Star says, I'm glad we have Nick Mullins. He's pretty good backup, and I trust him more than Flacco. Like I don't trust him more than I'm not big on Mullins. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's so good about him. I just remember him stinking in the game we played him. Flacco, I would trust more than him for a game or two, even though he's old, Chris Scott says, I'm telling everyone on here, offense will be special this season. Our defense will also be great. 11-6. My man, I'm all about 11-6. That would be higher than my expectations. You know what I mean? Do you think we can get that third first-round pick? I think so. I think we will get the third first-round pick. Yes. Philly 500, you said you were sending me a shirt. You still don't have the shirt. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's my bad, dude. My bad. I apologize. I'm gonna send you the shirt with a Hershey's kiss and say, I'm sorry. I still love you. You know what I mean? Eric R, what's happening? What's happening, man? Yeah, I got to get those shirts out. You're right. Absolutely. Jason Wall says, we got 217 people here, 80 likes. Yeah, smash that like. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll, yo. Flacco was hurt last year, didn't get to practice with the team till week 3. He's a good. Yeah, I think Joe Flacco is a good backup. You know, you need him for a couple games, no question about it. Do you have faith in Dillard becoming No, I don't. I have no faith in Andre Dillard. But you could tell because one of the things they were doing today was they were rotating Dillard out with Mulata. So that is going to be a complete battle at camp. Dillard versus Jordan Mulata. I'm going Mulata. But if it's close, right? Let's say it's a close battle. You got to wonder if they go with the first round pick. You know what I mean? And the one thing with Mulata is I do think you can move him around more. You know? Joey Marks is Phil 5. What did you think about that? Let me tell you. I loved today's press conference with my man Nick Sirianni. My cannoli eating friend, Nick Sirianni. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So much so that I was like, I have to do a separate video on his press conference because I think he's the man. I don't know what it is with that guy, but I just want to run through a brick wall for him. You know what I mean? Double moonwalk that ass. No question about it. I like Nick Sirianni. I think he's smart. I think he got a lot of flack because of the first press conference. Maybe that's why I like him. You know, because he had to go through bullshit at the beginning. I thought it was great. But I clearly believe now that they're trading Ertz. You know. Skills, what's happening? If I'm missing any of these, I definitely apologize. We got, 250 people here in the chat. Please like, please subscribe. Appreciate you guys being here. No doubt about it. Let me see here. I lost my place. I still want one more secondary back. Who do you like? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, like, of course, Xavier Howard is not going to happen. And then I don't think Richard Seymour is going to happen. So I don't know who else is out there? You know, if you want to bring Gary and Conley in as like a backup to just try to make the team as a backup, that I might do. Eagle Slayer 95, my man. He says Mulata will take Dillard's lunch money. I agree with you. Agree. Victor Johnson says, hey, Philly 5, could you reenact your reaction to the miracle at the Meadowlands 2? Yeah. There you go. Something like that. Without sound. Philly 500, Mullins destroyed the Giants last. Dude, Giants stink. Giants are so overrated. Giants fans are like, I saw Pizzle, he posted something on Twitter. It was a play where Galladay caught from Daniel Jones. Galladay looks slow as molasses. And he's like, oh, that's so good. I'm like, these guys are crazy. Chris Scott says, love you, brother. Thanks for doing this. Your family, Philly 500. Most Eagle fans are family. Thank you, buddy. Your family, too. I'm going to be doing this every day. Every day. Not sure exact times. I kind of have to feel that. But, yeah, I'll be doing this every day. So hopefully, you guys will hang. And if some people want to come on, join me, they can. Philly 500, can you see Nick Sirianni using our running backs like Reed did with Westbrook? I mean, I think it depends, Cody, on who. I think Miles Sanders, you definitely need to. I think Boston Scott, you should use more like Darren Sproles. I think Kerryon Johnson can be used as a receiver also. I think he could be used as a receiver. So, yeah, I would do it. I mean, I think it's important today in today's football that your receivers are able to catch out of the backfield. I just do, you know. Would I take Tony Pollard for Zach Ertz? No. That looks like Philly 500 Metro. Yeah, well, that's what exactly happened. He scored a touchdown. I said to the wife, I said, where you at? Let's go. And we went. You know what I mean? Next thing I know, second baby's coming. What are you going to do? Mav, what's up, my man? I love how Giant fans still act like they didn't want Devontae. Yeah, they wanted Kadarius Toney. That was who they were scouting all along. That's what they say. They're crazy. Just fess up, You wanted him, and we outplanked you, and we got him. Astra Jackson, what's up, my man? How are you? Justice, yeah, I think extending Dallas Goedert is a huge thing that needs to happen. I think it definitely needs to happen. Let's see here. The Cowboys camp is being held in someone's backyard. What do you mean in someone's backyard? And it's in California, right? Everything's somebody's backyard in California. They got no yards in California. Space God says, I think Nick Sirianni is one of two things as a coach. He's either a corny coach who's trying to use competition as a facade, or he's a genius perfectionist with a couple screws loose. I take the second one. And the screws that are loose are the right kind. You know what I'm saying? They're the right kind. There's something about the guy. Look, if there's something about him you like, put a 1 in the comment section. If you don't know, put a 2. I won't even say dislike, just dislike or don't know. I like him. Comment star. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate that. Thank you. He says Mullins has multiple 3-touchdown games and a ton of 200-yard games. Don't ask him to start the whole season. Then he becomes bad, but he's good in a short stint. Fair enough. I mean, I really didn't watch a lot of the San Francisco 49ers last year. They just stunk. But the one game we watched and we played him, he was horrible. You know what I mean? But thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate that. Shout out to you, man. You are the man. So we got a lot of 1s. Elliot, what's happening, my man? What's going on? We just signed Josh Huff to a 5-year deal. For what? What is he? What is this for? Some like therapeutic reasons? Sports had a lot of 1s. Michael Anthony, where's the fitness? That's what I want to know. People always ask me, why do you say where's the fitness? Because he has a fitness channel. I went to watch him do curls, and I got on the thing, and he was taking a nap. I said, where's the fitness? Do I want Ben Simmons? I do want Ben Simmons traded. I think he's got to go. I do play fantasy football, and in my channel memberships, the top tier channel memberships, we do a throne room of Dingbat fantasy, and we're gonna be doing that again. Dash says, here's your Mark Holmes bet. You get Joe Boo if the Eagles win. You dye your hair like Ertz. I'll do that. I'll dye my hair blonde. Tell Mark that I'll dye my hair blonde for the whole season if the Eagles lose. God, I'll look like a moron, but I'll do it. I'll do that. I'll take that bet. I would dye my hair blonde from week 3 throughout the rest of the season if we lost. I would do that. Troy Singleton says, Philly 500, I wasn't sold on this coaching staff at first, but over the past couple months, they have grown on me. I want a more experienced coaching staff. Now, I get it. I mean, I get that. I kind of personally, like I like the idea of having young coaches that haven't kind of been retreads. I don't like the whole where coaches just keep bouncing around and they never really win. I don't like that, So to me, I like the idea of a new guy. You don't know what you're getting, But I understand. Doyle, what's happening, man? Chris Scott says, Philly 500, do you believe Sir Kenneth Gainwell beats out Boston Scott? I do. We'll carry 3 running backs, maybe 4. Sanders, Johnson, Gainwell. If we keep 4, he'll make it here. I think they're going to keep 4. But here's the thing. I do think Sir Kenneth or Professor Kenneth Gainwell, I do think he beats Boston Scott out. I do. But I think Jordan Howard's making his team carry on. So if I have to go 4, I'm going to go Miles, carry on, Howard, Scott. No, not Scott, Gainwell. That's how I would do it. But I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? Did I hear Ben Simmons? If it was anything that anything over the last 2 hours, no. But I heard about the trade that got rejected was it Toronto? Michael Anthony wasn't sleeping. He wasn't. You can't do push-ups on your back, dude. He was like this. You saw his legs. He was laying on his back, and he was snoring. I have it. I have the video. I actually recorded it and put it on my channel. Apparently, Dak is jogging off the field in Dallas camp, and their wide receiver got hurt yesterday. Beginning of nightmare for them. Yeah, I mean, look, coming back from an injury like that is hard. It is hard, and it may take him a while. A lot of times when these guys get injured one time, the next year is always full of other injuries because it's just the way it works, especially if it's a torn ACL. Chris Scott says, I love Sirianni. I do too. I still don't understand why the fans don't like him. Frank Reich spoke very highly of him. I'll take Reich's opinion about Sirianni. Yeah, I mean, my thing is with Sirianni is I think people didn't like him because of the initial press conference. If you remember the initial press conference, they didn't like him. They were saying, oh, this guy's dumb. He's stupid. He can't talk. He's a goofball. But if you remember Doug Peterson's press conference, the same thing, his first press conference. The guy was obviously nervous. But if you just listen to Nick Sirianni, start talking about football, start talking about situational football, start talking about receivers, start talking about offense. The dude's like a little genius. He's my cannoli eating friend. And he starts getting fired up, and you can see how excited he's getting about football. And it's legitimate. And then it's just like you just want to grab your helmet, you just want to run, and you want to just go through a wall for the guy. You know what I mean? I love him. I love him a lot. I think he's going to be good, though, in all seriousness. I don't think there's a reason to let Jordan Howard make this team. Scott Johnson and Sir Gainwell should make it in my. Yeah, maybe you could be right. I'm just guessing. My only guess is that I think they're going to want to run the ball a little more, and I think they're going to want some bigger backs to kind of complement those smaller guys. That's the only reason I could see it. Slay in the second round, yes, if Howard fits again. Xavier Howard fits anybody, you know what I mean? But I don't think Slay a second would be enough. I don't think that would be enough to get him. You're still going to have to give up more. I think once they got Steven Nelson, I think you can say goodbye to him, Love you, Joel. No pause, you man. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Eagles Chances, love your channel. Thank you, my man. Shout out to you. Two wasn't for dislike, was unsure. It's fair to be unsure. He hasn't coached. Yeah, it's very fair to be. It's very fair to be unsure of a coach that hasn't coached one game. It is. It is. I'm purely going on what I've heard about him, what I've seen about him, and those things. What I've heard about him and what I've heard him say, okay, are things I like. Like, for example, Nick Sirianni talks a lot about competition. Competition. He's not going to say, you know what, you're a veteran, you've been playing a lot longer. We're going to just, because of your name, we're going to give you reps over this guy who's outplaying you in practice. He is not going to do that. Doug Peterson did it. Whether we like it or not, he did it. Then the other thing is he's supposed to be able to develop young talent. That's something that's very important, especially with the amount of picks we have coming. Doug couldn't do it. So those reasons right there or why I really like him. Then, I maybe because of the way the media was towards him makes me want him to do good, but I like him. What is one for Holmes, two for Dave? What are we talking about? Do you think Maddox is going to be in the slot or will no? I think Maddox is in the slot. I think he's in the slot. But here's the thing with the secondary, right? Everybody was bad in our secondary under Schwartz. Everybody was bad, okay? Even when they were good, they were bad. Okay, even the year we won Super Bowl, we gave up over 500 yards to Super Bowl. So, I mean, everybody's bad. Then Rasul Douglas goes to Carolina. He's playing well. Sidney Jones goes to Jacksonville. He played well enough where they brought him back. So how come everybody plays horrible with the Eagles and then was leaving, going somewhere else? Maybe the change to Jonathan Gannon and that defense, maybe he is going to get Avonte Maddox to step up and play like I believe he can. Avonte Maddox, year one, was really good, His rookie year, I thought he was going to be a stud. And I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these. It's kind of going quick. I'm seeing that I'm behind in the comments, so I apologize. We got 297 people here. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you for being here. We're going to be doing this every day. Every day that the Eagles practice, we're going to be live. Eagle Foy says, prediction 6-10, Eagles are not going to be good. Too many holes with a no-name coach. Okay, well, no-name coach, I can't hold it against them. I don't worry about that. Too many holes, I'll say, okay, but which team in the NFC East doesn't? If we were playing in another division, I might agree with you. But this division, So I have to talk about trading for another quarterback. Give Jalen Hurts a chance. Use those great picks next year to build a Super Bowl team. Then if Jalen isn't right, make a change. Fly, Eagles, fly. Philly fans, thank you, man. I agree. I don't want to trade. I don't even want to talk about the whole trade. But it keeps coming up. It's like every day they're talking about I came home today. I came home early from work, put on the NFL Network, and they're sitting there talking about the Deshaun Watson trade. It's like you can't get away from it. You know what I mean? You know, you can't get away from it. So, but I agree with you, though, in what you're saying. I totally agree. You know, Joseph Vega says, Philly, do you know what would make me happy? You shaving your face and actually doing a Zoom. We're going to do a Zoom probably this weekend. Last time I did Zoom, nobody showed up. You got to show up. But you want me to shave? What are we going on, a date? Is this a date? I'll shave my ass. I got to shave anyways. It's not going good with the wife right now. You know what I mean? We're going to have a run game, Keith. I think the Eagles are going to run the ball a lot. I think they're going to run the ball a lot. Yeah. I throw Howie Roseman, JJ Arcega-Whiteside in a trade for a bottle of water. I would too. I'm not gonna disagree. I think the umbrella man's going. I don't think Arcega-Whiteside's making his team. Okay. I see John Gotti is here. The Don is here. The Don is here. Remember when the media tagged the Colts as an 0-17 team? That team finished top 10 in the league, so that could be us. Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. I don't care what any of these people say. We're going to win 4 games, 3. I don't care. To me, if Jalen Hurts develops, if that offensive line with Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks, Jason Kelce stays relatively healthy, they run the ball, they're going to win at least 7 to 10 games. They can win the division. I really believe that. Space God says, if the players they listed earlier today will be the starters on defense come September, I can see this defense cracking top 10, maybe top 5, if the linebackers play solid. So you like that whole lineup, huh? I mean, the question is if Derek Barnett is not starting, do you try to trade him? I mean, he's $10 million this year. You know what I mean? I need you and Mark to make a bet. Here, look, I'll make a bet with Mark. The bet is simple, right? I'll do the dye hair thing. He does the Joe Buhet thing. Tell him I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? Bryce, my man, he says ready for the season. Me too. Philly 500 looks old and decrepitated. Shave, brother, shave. Never. Well, I don't want to shave. I want to hide the 4 chins in the back of my head. You know what I mean? No, I'm not shaving just to get on your nerves. Tag didn't practice today. Cowboys fans on suicidal watch. He didn't practice today. I mean, they might have just given him a day off, you know. The Eagles like a Pokemon. We have to catch them all. We'll be fine. The health of our offensive line will determine our record. I tend to agree with you, Joshua. I actually agree. And if I'm missing some of these, I apologize. We got over 300 people in here. Once again, thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. We're going to, like I said, I'm going to be Mark Holmes in you. I got a lot of stuff coming out over the next, next many weeks. Football season's here. You know what I mean? Philly 5, Ertz looking like he had a hard off season. He dyed his hair. I don't know what that means. You know, what do you think it meant? Like, is he in rebellious mode now or what? Philly Notion, what's up, man? King, go. JJ is the best blocking wide receiver in the NFL. The man blocks the sun like the sun like nobody else. Yeah, he blocks the sun with his umbrella. that his mom is holding. Not him. His mom is holding. I mean, hey, let me go to practice with a bunch of guys, and on a clear day, Mom, walk around and hold the umbrella for me. See if that wins over my teammates. I would have been like, what the hell is this guy doing? You know what I mean? I'll be mad if we made. I would be shocked. I would be utterly shocked if we made trade for Watson. I can't see it. I can't see it. You know what I mean? Brian, I think the starting left tackle is going to be Jordan Mailata. I think Mailata is going to win, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Dillard. Though, are they going to really keep him as a backup? Will they try to trade him? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles make some trades during preseason. I still think Ertz is going to go. I wouldn't be surprised if a guy like, what's his face goes. Yeah, Hurts had some bad throws today. That is true. Philly HHV. He had some good ones. He had some bad ones. No question about it. Do I think Hurts did bad today? No, I don't think he did bad. I heard he was a little up and down. I don't, really, first practice, 73 minutes, no pads, red zone offense. Defenses tend to seem like they can be ahead of the offense sometimes when these things start. So, I don't think it's a big deal. But he was up and down. I don't think he was horrible, but I don't think he was great. I don't want Deshaun Watson because we need 3 or 2 first-rounders next year. We need young talents for under our quarterback, whoever it is. Let me say this. These reports that say that Houston wants 3 first-round picks to me is insane. I don't believe it. I don't think they could ever do it. I don't think they could even trade him during the season. Why would anybody take and give 3 first-round picks for a guy who's got all these off-the-field things going on that could be suspended? You're not going to give all those picks up for him. So you're either going to get him at a bargain now, or you're going to wait until the whole thing's over. There is no giving 3 first-round picks for him. The Eagles will not trade for Deshaun Watson. Not at least until after the season, and then they've seen Hurts, and then they said, oh, well, Hurts isn't the guy, and then Watson has figured out all his off-the-field issues. I can't believe people are saying they need like 3 first-round picks and 2 players. The guy's got all these off the field. He could be suspended at any moment. I don't understand. Did you see the video on Lane's Bro Barn? I've seen it before. I haven't seen anything recent, but I have seen it. And if I'm missing some of these, I definitely apologize. Looks like Kelvin Benjamin got cut. He didn't even have one. That's interesting. I wonder why he got cut. Devontae Smith versus Slay. Who won the battle today? I don't know. There was enough to go on. They ran 12 on 12 red zone. I think I don't know if that's the place where you're going to see Devontae Smith shine the most, even though him and Hurts had a good connection and he scored a touchdown. Fulgham made some nice catches. Apparently, there was a bullet by Jalen Hurts that he caught in stride. Fulgham's the interesting guy because Fulgham, we saw what he could do in that 3-week stretch. I mean, he was like the best receiver in the league for 3 weeks, and then Alshon comes back, they kill his reps. So what could he be? I don't know. I think him and Watkins are really going to battle, man. Yeah, he's squad 6. Yeah, he's strong, no question about it. My issue with Deshaun has nothing to do with him as a player. It's that I don't want a potential scumbag to be the face of the franchise. Well, that's always the issue because even, everybody's innocent till proven guilty. But even if he gets through all that stuff, there's always going to be those people who are going to carry it with him and be blaming him for something. Even if he was found out to be innocent, they're always going to think of those things when they think of him. So would they really want a guy to be a franchise like that? As a player, I think he's unbelievable. I always liked him. You know what I mean? Cruising 26, my man. What is happening with you? He says, can't wait to sweep you guys this season. Buddy, the only sweeping you're going to be doing is your kitchen tonight. You ain't sweeping nobody. Giants can't sweep the Eagles. You guys stink. I had somebody complain that I drink with my pinky up. I do. You know why? Because it means I got class. I just need a pinky ring now. I'm gonna do it just to spite that person. Thank you for the super chat, Cruising, but I don't think it's happening, my man. I don't think it's happening. You know what I mean? LB and Fitz Transport, what's happening, my guy? How are you? Let me move this one thing here out of the way. So we got, what, 313 people here? Thank you so much for being here. Please like, please subscribe. We're going to be streaming just about every day the Eagles practice. So look for it. The times may be a little different until I can kind of get on a whatchamacallit. But can you get a wrench, Doyle? When I give them out again, I'm not giving out any right now just because I had somebody that keeps timing out people and things like that. And I'm trying to just get my house in order, kind of. You know what I mean? But when I do, definitely, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a fancy drinker, dude. I'm class. That means, hey, yo, don't talk. I'm drinking. I got class. Now, if I did this, that could mean something else. But I don't move my pinky. You know what I mean? Yes, Manza. You think Flacco could give us a playoff? No, I think Flacco could give us a backup quarterback who we might use sometimes. You know what I mean? That's about it. I'm very excited about training camp, my man. I'm very excited. Giants are going to sweep the Eagles. Come on. Giants are going to sweep the Eagles. Danny Pesos. Yeah, exactly. 500, when you all doing another NFC East roundtable with Mark? Bad Dog, I was on his stream last week. He said he wanted to do one again, so I'm sure he's going to plan that, and then I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Yo, 500, how's your yearly vacation off as Santa? Oh, it's good, but the elves are working hard. We're getting everything ready, so it's going to be one hell of a Christmas this year. I promise you that. Yeah, Pizzle's meltdown is fun to watch. Pizzle's meltdown was the most honest meltdown of a Giant fan I thought, because I thought that was Pizzle, dude. That was him. I think the cornerback room is going to be hyped this year. I do too. Totally agree. I think Howie did his job, and now it's up to the coaches and play. Well, we'll see. I mean, we got to see how players develop. A lot of his draft, not just the rookies this year, but what about previous years? Those guys got to develop. He's got to show us that he did a good job. You know what I mean? 500, you got to get. I'm gonna get the belt back. Belt is coming back, and I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these. They're going quick. We got over 300 people in here. Thank you so much for being here. Anthony Torres, he says, "Hey Philly, love the channel, brother. Should we be concerned about Millie Cooker?" No, I don't think so. I mean, look, if he's healthy, he's decent, but he's always hurt. You know what I mean? So I'm not overly worried about him. Not at all. You know what I mean? Philly 500 got Jewish. I know. I just saw somebody ask what I do for a living. I'm in witness protection, my man. I'm in witness protection. I got a lot of connections. Would you trade Slay and Ertz for Howard? Maybe trade Slay in a second for Howard. Theoretically, yeah. But I don't know how it could work in terms of I don't know how it would work in terms of cap. Because Howard doesn't he want a new contract? Maybe not this year, but he's going to, and he's already making a lot of money, right? So my question would be, how much would he cost? But theoretically, yeah, because Slay's a little older. Yeah. You know what I mean? Cruising, my man. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate that. He says, don't give out wrenches to Eagle fans. They are so sensitive, and they time out everybody that say anything bad to the Eagles. Soy boys. Thank you for the super chat, Cruising. I have a big issue with timing people out. It's a big issue for me. I don't like it. I don't like it. There's even people who, like, I'll go to comment and I go to hit enter, and the comment that was written is gone. because somebody deleted it because they don't like something about the Eagles. To me, talk your shit. Talk your shit. Bring it. Let's have fun. I don't care. I don't care. It's what makes it fun. You know what I mean? This has got to be a free speech channel as much as I can make it without getting banned. You know. I'm going out to Philly next Sunday for practice. Who else? Are you going, Danny? That's awesome. You're going to have a great time. I wish I could go to the practice. I would love to go to practice and just film a ton of stuff. I might have to try to find somebody there that could just film for me, you know, so I can have some stuff to put on my channel. Howard's biggest problem right now is he feels disrespect. Well, yeah, he's not even the number one paid corner on his team. So I mean, I totally understand. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. Giants suck. They do. They do. Cruz says free speech. Absolutely. 100%. And cruising, that is more important now than ever before, in my opinion, you know? Jay Cox says, great stream, Philly guy. But all right, buddy, I'll see you. I'll be, like I said, I'll be doing this mostly every day. So look forward. I do have another video coming. As I said, when training camp start, I was going to mark Holmes's. People were like, Phil, you're not making a lot of videos. You're not doing live streams, you know? But yeah, I was like, yeah, there's nothing really to talk about right now. There's not a lot of stuff going on. Wait till training camp starts. Kelvin Joseph, the cornerback for Dallas Cowboys, claim they now have a no-fly zone. Malik Hooker's good. Let Dallas talk. Dallas players always put their foot in their mouth. Always. They always think they're the greatest team before season. Good. I'm glad he said it. You know what I mean? Let me get a wrench since it's no sense to do here. I talk my when I give them out again, I will definitely do that. Pinky, not wiggling though, not wiggling. That means something else. Happy about Ertz staying? No. No. I mean, look, I love Ertz and what he did. He's an Eagles great. But I don't see the point in what we're trying to do. I don't think he's going to stay. I know that Howie Roseman, and I'm going to talk about this later. I know he said, you know, Ertz is going to be here most likely. You know, that's the plan. I think they're building him up to trade him. You know, Singleton, I have the nerves. They should no Giants fan talking. Should be quiet and humbled. Let's humble them by winning. You know, not by cutting people off. That's my whole thing. I don't want to block people from talking their shit. I just want to win. What is the nature of Rager had a lower body, they said lower body tightness. That's what they said. So who knows, you know. Lady Jedi, Last Jedi, what is going on? Are you ready for the football season? Thank you for coming in. Which king of Agmar says, I'll give it 3 months before Micah Parsons gets arrested for doing something stupid. That's typical Dallas, right? That's typical Dallas. North Philly Mo, what's happening, my man? So we got 324 people here. If you're new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. Appreciate you guys being here. A lot of Eagles content coming. I'm streaming every game. And of course, we'll be live pretty much every day. You know what I mean? Ertz's haircut had me laughing, not gonna lie. It did, me too. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to know what statement was he trying to make by it. Like, is it a hint of somewhere he wants to go? Is there a blonde coach somewhere? What color hair does Frank Reich have again? Oh, Skills, Bleed Green, what's going on? Sorry if I'm which one? You're not. I work every day, all night, Philly fans, all day, all night. You know, you just got to be able to adjust to things. A lot of running back and forth, that kind of thing. But all day, all night. You know what I mean? Howard is making $15.1 million this year, and Slay is making $17 million. Give Howard the same money as Slay, and give more money next year. Then we have a lot of cap space. But how would that work this year going into this this cap? That's what I'd have. I'd have to go look at. I haven't spent a lot of time on Howard's numbers. I'd have to go look at them. How he's making moves, I think he will be, yeah. Are you planning to do an NBA draft live stream? I've been thinking about that. I'm not sure. Just uh, probably, I would say most likely not. But if I could do it, I will. Am I going to be doing flick? Yeah, I'll probably, as long as they're still doing it, I'll probably do it. Yeah, because people like the weekly competition. You know what I mean? You know, but I had some issues with them personally, so I stopped going on there as much um, because I feel I ain't gonna get into it, but they didn't live up to their word. Thoughts on Davion Taylor starting today? Do you think he could be good this year? I hope the former third round. We need him to. I mean, he's very athletic, very skilled, right? They were running some 3-4 defenses, some 4-3. So I think they're going to mix and match. I It's hard to say, one practice, 73-minute practice, no pads. Were they just moving guys, kind of looking at some things, or what? So we'll see. But I'm hoping Davion Taylor. I'm hoping at least two of these linebackers rise up. You know what I mean? Pretty sure we have top 5. Yeah, we have cap space next year, Dion, because all that money, like all the Carson money, comes off the books this year. We're like $54 million in dead cap space this year. But yeah, you're right. Steven Nelson, I'm sure pumped for getting. Oh, me too, man. I think it was a great, great signing. No question about it. They have all hype around Dallas every year, and they always come up as a big. That's Dallas for you. You know what I mean? I think the Eagles are going to compete for the division. I've been saying that, and I'm going to continue to say it. I don't think this division is that good. A lot of questions with Dallas, a lot of questions with the Giants, a lot of questions with Washington, a lot of questions with us. You know what I mean? You think Devontae? I don't think I would use Devontae Smith as a punt returner, but I might use Rager as a punt returner. I would use Rager before I would use Devontae Smith. I think Devontae Smith is a stud. I think he's going to be the offensive rookie of the year. I think he's going to be at least a strong candidate for offensive rookie of the year. Pinky not moving. Trade Ertz and a second and throw in the JJ Umbrella bright side for free. Nobody wants you have to pay for somebody to take Arthego Whiteside off our hands. I can't believe that pick. You could have had DK Metcalf. This is a great question because I was going to talk about him earlier when we were talking about running back. Was it Portarki? I can't pronounce your name. Puerto Rico. There you go. Do we still have a Holyfield? He is a big dude. We have Holyfield. We gave him no opportunities last year. Why on earth they gave him no opportunities is beyond me. I want to see him play because I think he could be a sneaky guy who could make this team. You know what I mean? Pizzle's he is a great Giant fan. I'll never question, I won't question anybody's fanhood except for one guy on YouTube. One guy I know, and I'm not mentioning his name. He's not a Giant fan. He's not a Cowboy fan. He's not a Washington fan. He's supposedly an Eagle fan. There's one guy I question because I think he's full of crap. But other than that, no, I won't question anybody's fanhood. Mark's a real Cowboy fan. Pizzle's a real Giant fan. No question about it. Have you bet the over on the wins yet? No, I have not. But it's still 6.5, though. I'm going to. Giants definitely sucked. Absolutely. Signing Xavier Howard. You got to trade for him. You know what I mean? I'm not mentioning any names, but I know a Fugazi when I see one. I think Howie did his job because he's making moves that was right. What happened in the past. I think how he did his job, he was making the moves that was right. What happened in the past happened. Possibly. One of the things I think with Howie is, does he draft well? And a lot of us, including myself, don't think so. Okay, and I think Howie went to the owner and told him, look, I'm drafting, but Doug Peterson is not developing. And he wasn't. He was not developing. So, yeah, I mean, to me, Howie Roseman is on a shorter leash than a lot of people think. I really believe that because there's no excuse. Nick Sirianni, this whole coaching staff was brought in a lot of because of their player development. You know what I mean? Cruising 26, thank you for the super chat again, my man. I appreciate it. You guys will regret not drafting Justin Fields, perhaps, but I think Jalen Hurts is going to be better than people think. I mean, what do you think, Cruising, of Jalen Hurts? I don't remember what you said about him, but thank you for super chat. Big D says Deshaun Watson brings us our next Super Bowl ring. Deshaun Watson, what's going to happen with him? He could be suspended at any time, right? Can he? Once Deshaun Watson, everything is cleared up and he's good and ready to play football, then we can talk about a trade. But until then, I don't want to bring a guy in, then he's suspended for the year. I don't want that. You know what I mean? Nelson needs the ball out. I'm not expecting MJ. What's MJCH mean? I'm not expecting much. Is that what you meant? I liked him, but Fields was too good to pass up. You know what? I don't think they were going to take Fields at any point in time. But a lot of people think you're right. So we'll see, Do you think, would you had your Giants take Fields? I mean, if Fields is going to be that good, should the Giants have taken Fields? Justin says, did you say that earlier in the week that Jalen falls such as acts? Yeah, if Justin, my point was this. A lot of people say, well, Hurts can't be this, he can't be that. And then when you ask them, what are the things that he needs to work on? They're all things that are fixable. Footwork, arm, you're throwing, deep ball, all the things that they complain about him with are fixable. But the things that you can't teach, right? Those intangibles that a good quarterback either has to have or he doesn't. Jalen Hurts has those. So we got to see how he develops. He deserves opportunity. That is what I was saying. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wanted the Giants draft him as well, and I really liked it. I know you probably did because that's why I asked you because I know the importance that you placed on quarterback, especially in some of these previous drafts where you're like, we got to get a quarterback. So I'm with you. Well, I like Fields. I think the Bears did the right thing, and I think the Giants actually did the right thing in trading back. I think that was smart. Should I pick up Jalen fantasy? Yeah, why not? Why not? I don't think you have anything to lose. The Eagles' defense is no match for the Cowboys' offense, and you Eagle fans know it. And Samuel, the Dallas defense is no match for the local high school football team's offense. Your defense stinks more than our defense. That's the truth. You guys' defense is bad. I think who is the best defense? I think Washington is the best defensive line. When you look at the amount of first round picks that they have on that defensive line, if we're going to be honest, I would say Washington has the best defensive line. Sweat, Chase. I mean, come on, dude. We're winning 11 games at least and shutting the media and haters up to see. Love your vids. Shane, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. I agree. I don't know about 11. I had 10 most. I had between 7 and 10. But 11, I'll take it, Yeah, Giants should trade for Nelson Stinkelar. Take him. You can have him. That would make my century. You know what I mean? How he only produces when his contract is running out. Interesting. Yeah. Thomas says, you look bad. Is everything okay? I look bad? What do you mean? Look at this face. How do I look bad? No, everything's okay. Besides my knees killing me. Yeah, I'm great. But I look bad? I think it's the lighting actually in here. It's like overcast right now. So I'm not getting a lot of sun. But I mean not sun for the stream, not I need sun like I'm a vampire. Mina, what is happening? How are you? It's good to see you. Juan Gotti talking sports. I like it. Originally, yes, I am. Who has a better year, Dak or Jalen? Look, if we're being honest, we gotta say Dak is way further in his in his career than Jalen. So I have to be honest. I have to say Dak, but he's got to be healthy too. Is he healthy? That's the question. You know what I mean? I'm a sexy beast, Jerry says. Thank you, buddy. It could be the lighting. I'm not getting a lot of light in here. Do you know who Broads is? Yeah, Broads is my man. I actually reached out to him, and then he reached out to me a while back and was like, "Yeah, we're good to do something." And then I just never got back to him. I need to get back to him. I'll work on getting Broads on, talk a little football and stuff. I like Broads though. Did you see the Cowgirls pick up Malik Hooker? I did. Totally saw it. Absolutely. And I'm not overly concerned about it. I don't think he changes their defense. He's got to prove that he could be healthy. You know what I mean? Thoughts about Carson Wentz? I love the North Dakota Assassin. I was a big fan of North Dakota Assassin. I don't like how he left. I don't like what happened. I still don't understand everything that happened. And I'm not one of those guys that are going to go and root for him. I don't want him to go and throw 40 touchdowns and over 4,000 yards and win Super Bowls because I can't take it. I can't take watching a guy that we trade go and do that. But I still think he's talented. He looks a lot thinner than he did last year. He looks like he lost 25 pounds. So I expect him to probably have a huge year. I do. I'd say Devonta Smith will eclipse 1,000 yards this season. Yes. Do you know Skins fan all day? I don't think I do, Zeke. No, I know. I know the main guys that do Washington stuff, but I don't know who that is. I would say, Richard, if I can, I will, but I can't commit to that fully. But if I possibly can, I will. Lion, what's happening? What's going on? I see. The thing is with training camp starting today, running home doing a video, then doing a live stream, then I have to do another video tonight. Then I still have to go back and forth like to work and stuff like that. So I just don't know. If I thought you're still getting a Devontae, I might get Devontae Smith. I'm really hoping that they're going to announce alternate jerseys, like an alternative jersey, like the Kelly Green. I want Kelly Green. I want a Kelly Green Devontae Smith jersey. That's what I want. You know what I mean? Wentz will be decent, but 2017 Wentz is long gone. I hope you're right. I know that sounds bad, right? I say I hope you're right. But I don't like the idea that you trade a guy and he goes and he has 40 touchdowns somewhere. I don't like that idea. I don't like the idea that Reggie White left and won a Super Bowl. It haunts me. I don't like that Brian Dawkins went to Denver. I don't like that Cunningham goes to Minnesota and wins the MVP. Like, I can't take it. So, yeah, I like Carson and all that, but I'm not rooting for him. I just can't do it. I'm only rooting for them to play enough snaps that we get a first-round pick. You find it hard to get excited about the Eagles? Go listen to Nick Sirianni. Then you'll want to put a helmet on and run through a wall like me. I'm excited about this team because I feel like it's fresh, it's clean. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Dave Sports Quest, my man. He says, "What's up, 500? Hope you had a great offseason." I had a great offseason, but I'm so glad we're back because the last month and a half has been just too slow. 100% Devontae gets 1,000 yards. If he doesn't, I'm blaming Sirianni and Ertz. Yeah, barring injury, I agree. I think he does. Carson got butt hurt way too easy over Ertz. He has great. No, and he did. He definitely did, and it bothered me. It does. It bothers me that he didn't want to fight for his job. You got a Devontae Smith for your jersey for your birthday. Sport fan, happy birthday to you, man. Do you think Xavier Howard could help the Cowboys defense? Xavier Howard will help anybody's defense. Yes, Samuel. That would be a significant. That would be very significant if they did it. Oh, here we go. Cowboys just boosted the defense, adding Hooker. Yeah, you get like what, like a week out of him, and then he'll get hurt again. He's good if he can stay healthy, Captain Cowboy. Question is, can he stay healthy? Want to give $150 for your channel after the Hall of Fame game? I'll be with Mark at the game, so I'll do the giveaway then. Okay, Hawk. You're going to be with Mark at that. That's pretty cool, man. That is cool. And thank you, buddy. Who do you think will have more yards, CD or Devontae Smith? Wow, if you want to trigger Cowboy fan, if all I have to do to trigger Cowboy fans right now is say it. So let's just trigger Cow. I'm going to say Devontae Smith has more yards. How about that? And you watch, they're going to get so mad at me. Carson's going to ball out, and Ertz is going to suck ass. Get Deshaun Watson now, like right now, but after the legal poop going on. But here's the problem with the whole Deshaun Watson big D. They want 3 first-round picks for him, 2 players, something ridiculous like that. Like, how do you give that much up for a guy that could be suspended at any moment? You know, Deshaun Watson is not going to be traded this year. I don't think they're going to be able to move him until at least next year. You know what I mean? Yo, Philly, who has been the best at training camp by position? Too early to tell right now, Luis. Too early. They only have one practice, 73-minute long practice, no pads. Some guys that I will say stuck out. Brandon Graham stuck out today. I think Ertz had an up and down day. Him and Devontae Smith, though, their connection was good. It looks like they have a natural connection from Alabama. So that's good, but it's really too early. And another thing was Josh Sweat. I think Josh Sweat getting reps with the number 1 is very interesting to me, because if Derek Barnett is going to be a backup, then trade him. Angel says, right now I'm not trying to win a Super Bowl. I want to see how the youngsters got. Then when we have 3 first-round picks, pick what we need. Yeah, best case scenario for the Eagles is this. Here's the best case scenario, okay? Jalen Hurts goes out and balls out. The Eagles win the division, maybe have a playoff game. We end the year and we all can say Jalen Hurts is the guy. He's the future. It's consensus. We're all moving forward with Jalen Hurts. The Eagles get 3 first-round picks because Carson plays enough snaps. Now you go into the draft, and even if they're not the highest picks in the world, you have 3 first-round picks. You load up on defense. You get a pass rusher. You get a cornerback. Maybe you get a linebacker. Maybe you get another offensive lineman. But you load up, and you're set. You set yourself up for the future. That's the best case scenario. You think Sanders is going to have more? Yes, I do think Sanders is going to have more yards than Zeke, because I think McCarthy cannot run the ball. I think McCarthy is going to always go pass. I just do. So he is not going to get the opportunities that he needs. And I think Miles Sanders is. So I'm going to go on a limb and say yes. And that's my reasoning. Barry Bird Gang Mafia, man. Thank you for the super chat. I love the name, by the way. Thank you, buddy. He says, Dallas boosted their defense, my ass. Dallas still stinks. I totally agree with you. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Cowboy fans triggered there. They get triggered at me a lot. Yeah, Zeke lost 15 pounds. To me, it's not about Zeke. To me, I just think that your coach, he's a pass-first type coach. He gets away from the running game. He always did in Green Bay, and I think instinctively he'll try to run the ball early in the season more, but he will always revert back to passing too much. And that's why I don't think Zeke's going to get the amount of carries that he would have gotten, let's say, 3-4 years ago. That's my prediction. Sanders will have 1,100 yards rushing. Oh, wait. Sanders will have 1,100 yards rushing, 600 yards receiving, 11 touchdowns on the ground, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's about where I have him, too. I have him more about 1,300 yards. But, yeah, I agree with that. McCarthy is so overrated. He's the reason Rodgers only has 1 Super Bowl. I agree with you. You should have won 2 or 3 Super Bowls with Aaron Rodgers, Do you think people are putting unfair expectations on Devontae Smith? I think he will ball out number 1 we've been looking for, but he's still a rookie and people are already crowning him. It depends. What are they saying? Like, if they're saying he's the best receiver in the game, then yeah, that's unfair. If you say he could be offensive rookie of the year, I don't think that is, because I think he was a top 4 to 5 talent. I think being the fact that he's going to start and play a lot, he's going to get a lot of catches. So I think it depends what we're talking about, you know. I nervous, bro. The injury hurt throwing. Bro, the injury hurt throwing interception. What injury? What injury are we talking about? I wouldn't worry about the interception. Today at practice. What's your prediction about Dallas versus Eagles this coming season? Eagles are going to sweep Dallas. How about that? Probably sweep. Probably split. Most likely they split. That's what I would say. Probably a split. You know, it seems like they always do. McCarthy said that you need a running game to win 500, but passing is important as well as this. I know, but Zeke fan, what I'm saying is go back and listen to him in Green Bay. He says the same things. He always reverts to the pass. It's like he can't help it, dude. It's like Andy Reid, you know. Dallas has been trashed for yes, they have. What happened to Brandon? You mean Brandon Graham? Brandon Graham went off today. He was dominating today at practice. It looked very, very good, you know. Chaos, what's up, my man? How are you? Slay and Nelson will have 11. I like that, Tommy. I'll take that any day of the week. Do you believe Nick Mullins will be a third quarterback, or is he camp arm? He has some valid. I think he could be a third quarterback. I think the Eagles keep 3. I think he's on a team. Yeah, I would say that. Unless there's somebody they decide to bring in as developmental or something. But I think Nick Mullins is going to be a third quarterback. Yeah, I do. I can't wait to see the next upcoming great players in college that are going to be in the NFL, like the same for these other great players like Chase Smith. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a very fun offseason next year. And I don't want to get into offseason next year, but you figure with the amount of cap money the Eagles have, the amount of draft picks, it's going to be a offseason unlike we've seen in a long time. Cowboys going to sweep Cowboys are going to sweep the Eagles. The Giants are going to sweep the Eagles. Washington's going to sweep the Eagles. Everybody's going to sweep the Eagles, but it never happens. You know, McCarthy busy smashing pumpkins. I like some of their old songs. Will you and Mark do a collab live stream during training camp? Also, have you seen Bad Dogs Yankees rants? Yeah, Bad Dogs. All Bad Dogs rants are hilarious. Bad Dog is a mad dog. Bad Dog is a mad dog. Cause he knows the Giants always stink. Did you know that they stink? Bad Dog's always funny when he's mad. That's why he's a mad dog. I like a bad dog who's mad, not happy. Happy, yeah. Deshaun Watson, real meal. Think Deshaun Watson coming in. I can't see it. I can't see it this year. I really can't. I do think bad dog runs they're always legendary. Absolutely. Do you think Dallas Goedert will ball out? I do. I think Dallas Goedert's going to be good. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. And Philly fans, you said you and Mark. Yeah, if Mark wants to do a training camp live stream, I would love to do that. Absolutely. Yeah, I always have fun. I always have fun with Mark doing, going on his or him coming on mine. It's always fun, Hey, Philly 500, who's going to have a better season? Dak Prescott? I think Captain Cal. If I'm going to be honest, right? If I'm going to be honest, I would have to say Dak because I think Dak is the best quarterback in the division. But is he healthy? You know what I'm saying? And by saying that, I'm not trashing Jalen Hurts at all because I think Jalen Hurts is going to be pretty good. It's just that if we're going to be honest, then we have to go with Dak. I mean, I think that's fair. But we'll see how healthy he is, right? Cut 5150, man. Thank you so much for super chat, buddy. Totally appreciate it. He says, what's up, Philly? Sorry I'm late. I just got off work. No, man, you're good. You caught me in time. We're going to be doing this every day. So I appreciate it, man. 500, should you get to Chef Danucci? Should you go to – look, I'm going to be Chef Danucci tonight. I'm cooking spaghetti tonight. You know what I mean? So, yeah, why not? Let's bring him over there. Jerry says, Howie was basically saying in the conference they're going to see what Hurts has. Yeah, that's the idea. They want Hurts to to win the job and run away with it. That's the easiest, quickest way for the Eagles to become competitive again. So I agree with him. The thing the kind of thing that I didn't believe what how he was saying today was when they were talking about that they expect Ertz to be on the roster week 1. Total bullcrap. I don't believe that for an instant. I believe they're setting up Ertz to get traded. I think that's coming. When did I start? God, it was like 3:20 Eastern, somewhere around there. An hour and 20 minutes ago. I'm gonna go for about probably another 10 minutes, and then we'll call it night. Yeah, I gotta do some things. But after that, I mean, I'll definitely be back tomorrow. You heard Hurts is sucking. It's so funny to me how like you can't say they can't say look, Hurts did some good things, he did some bad things. It's like he threw a bad pass, threw an interception in the end. Who said that? Who said that he had a horrible camp? One practice, 73 minutes long. The guy's fine. He had a so-so day, but you can't put a lot into it. You know? Let's see. Drones or Eagles, what's happening, my man? How you doing, buddy? Chaz says, why are there so many Dallas and New York fans? They love me. What can I say? They come, they want to talk shit, they're ready to go, they think their team's going to be all good. The question is, Chaz, is will they be here? Will they be here when we beat their ass? That's the question. Did I go out for a second? By the way, if I'm just curious, did I pop out for a second? Was that my boss? No, I don't know who the hell that was, but they keep calling. I don't know why I'm on my computer. What I wanted it didn't knock me out. Okay, good. Because if it was my phone, it knocks me off. Contract year for most our players, and they got people to prove wrong. Our defenses look good. We improved at every position. How y'all gonna say we don't win 10 games and win the East? I think we could win 10 games and win the East. I do. I think between 7 and 10 games, and a lot of it has to do with health. You know what I mean? Patriots 1776. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. Thank you. He says, I truly believe that this team can compete in this division. I'm excited for a new offense and defensive scheme. Can't wait for the season 500. Patriots 1776, man. Thank you. Shout out to you. Love the name, by the way. And yes, my man. I can't wait either. I think we can compete. I'm excited about this team. To me, it's a fresh start. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. And thank you for super chat, my man. Purified, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. He says, did Jalen throw an interception? If so, to who to? He did throw an interception. I think TJ Edwards picked it off. And I think it was in the end zone. I think that's where it was. But he did throw an interception. He had an up and down day. But it's the first practice. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I really wouldn't, you know. Yeah, Grimes is hurt. And Purified, thank you for super chat. As well as you, Patriot 1776, man. Thank you. Grimes was hurt. Grimes was cut. And I don't know if he's coming back. Lucian said the interception was not Hurts' fault. Yeah, look, I don't worry. I don't worry about interceptions in camp. Unless it's like 4 or 5 interceptions, 3 every day, and it's every day. I don't worry about it, especially this early. Practices, that's the way it goes sometimes, you know. Phone calls Gavin Newsom making sure you were wearing your mask. I know. He calls up when I'm asleep. Wait, are you wearing your mask? Calls up on matrimonial duties. He wants me to have my mask on. I go, I got nothing else on but my mask. Thank you very much. Crazy. You'll never see me do a video with one. What am I sipping? Krista. No, just kidding. I'm drinking this, which is probably why the guy said I don't look so good. But what the hell? I got to go back on keto tomorrow. So tomorrow I start my keto diet again. Last Jedi says 500. Which teams do you think surprisingly make the playoffs? A team with no expectations making it. Which team? A team from the playoffs from last year. Do you see having a big disappointment? I think it's a good question. I have to really think about it. I think that you're going to see. I think the Eagles are going to make the playoffs. I do. I think the Eagles are going to surprise a lot of people. No question. And I think the 49ers are going to surprise some people too. But I don't know if I think a lot of people think that. I also think the Rams are going to be really good. Samuel says, I have the Eagles going 6-11, Cowboys 12-5, Giants 8-9, and Washington. Okay. I mean, that's fair enough. I can see anybody who comes up with this, I can see how they do. But I can say that I can see it totally flipped. Like, to me, all the teams in this division can go, like, it could be anything, you know? So who knows? Dilly Philly, what's happening? How are you? Steelers might not make the possible. You actually could see the Niners having a deep run too. Yeah, I could see the Niners. No doubt about it. Nicholas, I like what we did in the secondary. I like getting Steven Nelson. I like getting Anthony Harris. I think it's much improved. Here are my questions about the secondary. Who is going to play that other safety position besides Anthony Harris? Is McLeod going to be back from his injury? Now, I like McLeod, but he's not the future. I want to see Kevon Wallace take that over. The other thing is Avonte Maddox in the slot. Is he going to be a decent slot corner? Also, we always have to say this when you talk about secondary. A lot of it is predicated on how good that pass rush is. If you have a pass rush, those guys don't have to defend as long. But I thought that Steven Nelson was a big upgrade for the Eagles. How can you? The Eagles website will do like early morning practice. A lot of times they let the media come in for like at first half hour or so, and then they kick them all out. Sometimes they can stay and watch, but they'll actually stream it live on the website for like today I watched. I think it was like 30 minutes I watched. So yeah, Dave Spadaro and all those guys. Yeah, 49ers were banged up last year. No question about it. Maddox is I want to see how he does in the slot. No doubt about it. Eagles Uncensored Podcast. What's going on, my man? How are you? Shout out to Eagles Uncensored Podcast. Go check him out. He has his own channel. Click the link. We should have been a Hard Knocks, not Dallas. No. I think Hard Knocks is a jinx. I actually think it's a jinx. You don't want it. We don't want it. I would go without it. You know what I mean? I'm good without it. G-Co, Smitty. Yeah, fly Eagles fly. Absolutely. You know what I mean? As for disappointing Steelers, okay. See, I think the Cardinals are going to be good too, but you can't have all those teams in the NFC West be good. So I get the card. Yeah, I get that one. I could see that. I actually, thinking about it, I agree with you. What do you think about the Saints, though, without Breeze? That's the question I have for you. Steven says, well, you're going to live every day? Yeah, just about every day, Steven. Probably the only time I won't is when the Eagles aren't practicing that day. But every day you'll probably see me do an early video with the Eagles, what happened with Eagles practice, then a live stream to kind of talk to you guys about it, what we're thinking, what's going on. And then a lot of times in the evening, you'll see me with another video. Like I have another video that I have coming out today because I didn't want to make my first video like an hour long. So I have another video coming out. But yeah, mostly every day. Saints missing. That's what I think too. I definitely think so. 500. Who's going to have better? I'm going to say Captain Cowboy. I'm going to say Sanders is going to have a better season than Dak Prescott. Clip this. Give this to Mark Holmes. Let him hear it. I believe Miles Sanders is going to have a better season than Zeke Elliott. And here's why I say it. Because Mike McCarthy is a dingbat. He's a dingbat. He stinks. He cannot not pass. He's going to be pass happy. I told Mark this would happen to them last year, and it did. He can't run the ball and stick with the run all season long. He's just not. And they're going to misuse Zeke Elliott. And Zeke will play great when he gets the opportunity. They just won't give him enough opportunities. Sanders is going to get the ball a lot. Sanders is going to explode this year. Sanders is going to have a hell of a season. You know what I mean? Will you watch a Havoc? Yeah, I'll be watching. I might stream that, Jeremiah. I may be streaming that game. I actually asked Joey Shakes if he wanted to do that game with me. And so we may actually stream that together. Last Jazz says, I think the Saints will be all right. We still have a top running game, top 10 defense. Plus, we went 8-2 without Breeze. Plus, we have Sean Payton, one of the best. You have Sean Payton, one of the best coaches. Now Thomas is gone for a while, right? And you don't have Breeze. So we'll see. I'm like wait and see with the Saints. You know, I really want to see. Marky Mark never loses. True. How do you feed Zeke when he keeps fumbling? That's a great question. Now, he's in great shape. I saw he lost. He went on a keto. Stay away from Ben DiNucci's cooking. But, dude, I just don't think McCarthy will give him enough carries. You know? I think, Victor, I start Goddard over Ertz. And it's because, one, I don't think Ertz is going to be here week 1 when the season begins. But 2, it's because we're not just building or playing for this year, but we're also trying to build for the future. And I think you got to start putting the pieces out there right now to start gelling and playing with each other all the time. So I'm going to say I'll go Goddard. If Mulata beats out Dillard, does Dillard beat? I would think so. You know, I don't know if they would experiment him at guard, but I would think so. You know, you pay a guy all that money. I think if Josh Sweat beats up Derek Barnett, they could trade him. You know what I mean? Thoughts on Simmons and Sixers? Damian Lillard. You need Damian Lillard. You get Damian Lillard, you win the whole thing. Here's my whole thing with the Sixers. You should never got rid of Jimmy Butler. I keep talking about this 2 years later because it was such a bad move. You should never got rid of Jimmy Butler. We would have won the whole thing this year. But Ben's got to go. He's got to go. I'm still mad about the Jimmy Butler thing. Like, I'm, like, mad. I don't know what I'm pausing for, but there you go. Yeah, or Beal. You got to get Beal too. Beal or Lillard, and we're good. You need a stone-cold killer. They don't have it. I mean, Embiid can only do so much. You need a stone-cold killer. Gab to Cowie, much respect to you, my man. Totally. Yeah, Butler is clutch. Slay number 2, and Nelson number 3, best cornerback and top 5 quarterback. Hey, I don't know about 2 or 3 best corners in the league, but if you want to say they could be a top 5 duo, yeah, maybe. Maybe they can. You know what I mean? Beal dropped 60 on us last year. Easily get him. You need that stone cold killer. Like every time when we had Butler and we needed a bucket because a team was making a run or something, he took the ball and did it. When this happened against Atlanta, we had no answer for it. And then when it got down to the end of the game, you know, they were basically on Joel Embiid. Nobody else besides Embiid wanted the ball, wanted to touch it. They couldn't wait to get rid of it. Butler, Damian Lillard, those kind of guys, they live for that moment. They're stone cold killers. So that's what you need. You get Damian Lillard on this team or Beal, you're going to win a championship. And I think if you would have had Jimmy Butler still on this team, let's say you let Tobias Harris, who I like, if you would have let him go and you would have kept Butler instead, you would have won a championship this year. But I tell you, I like Giannis a lot. So I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad in one way that he got a chance to win. Chronic Spin Dash, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. Yo, what up, Philly? Camp has me hyped as hell. I can't wait for this season. I pray everyone stays healthy. Jalen Hurts the future. Fly, Eagles, fly. Chronic Spin Dash, thank you so much, buddy, for the super chat. Appreciate that, my man. Thank you. And, yeah, look, I'm hyped as hell, too. I pray everybody stays healthy. Gosh, we need like 1 year where we're decent, where we got decent health. Yes, Jalen Hurts is the future. I'm with you there. Dan 500, you skipping my comments? How do you? I didn't mean to skip any. They're going quick, my man. Not on purpose. Definitely not skip anybody's stuff on purpose. We are going to need you to drive Sims to the airport. I'll get my keys. I will get my keys. You know, I don't know what they can get for him. Philly Simmons said, quit talking about him. You're no Kardashian. Look at this. I drink with my pinky up. Do the Kardashians do that? No, they're drinking blood of children or something. Look at that. Pinky up. Yeah, class. 500. Howie is a Loki. He is a Loki. Howie Vision. He's Loki and Howie Vision. That is hilarious. Playing with 5 cool. I appreciate it because I really am not missing anybody's stuff. You know what I mean? Pin 5, you know it. Who do we start safety? Great question. My hope is it's going to be Anthony Harris and Kevon Wallace. I think McLeod, obviously, if he's healthy, they're probably going to go him sooner. But I want Kevon Wallace to step up. You know what I mean? 500 is alligator Loki in disguise. Absolutely. King Pimp Bat. I like that. That should be a shirt. King Pimp Bat. Because I drink my pink. It doesn't wiggle, though. That would mean something else. Somebody got really pissed off at me because I drink like that. And like in 4 or 5 of my streams, they keep telling me. I think it's hilarious. It's probably my dad doing it, too. My dad's probably like, this idiot. You know? If Ertz plays like he did in the Arizona game on a weekly basis, sky's the limit. If he plays like he did against Cowboys, Ertz era will be short-lived. I agree. I think that's fair. I totally agree with you. You know, and the Cowboy one was disappointing because their defense isn't that good. But I don't think he got a lot of help from the coaching staff. You know what I mean? Big concern linebackers. Fair enough. I think we have a lot of talent at linebacker, a lot of young supposed talent. The question is will anybody step up, you know? How well do you think Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith? I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be one of the better connections in the league. 500, you know where I can watch all the press conferences, not only the ones from Hurts and Howie. You should be able to find them on the Eagles website. Usually they post them all. Not the YouTube channel, but check the website. You know? Let's see. Yeah, so let me just take this time to thank everybody for joining me. It is 2 o'clock my time, so I am going to let you guys go. I got some things to do. I will have another video out today. Like I said, it's training camp. I'm going to be Mark Holmes in this. So I will be putting that out later. We'll be doing another live stream tomorrow. So definitely look for that. Randall Goucher. Is it Goucher or Goucher? Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, buddy. Definitely appreciate that, man. Shout out to you. Means a lot to me. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow. Not sure the exact time. Like I said, I kind of have to feel that out. But I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. And yeah, it was great hanging out with you guys. We'll see how practice goes tomorrow. Who steps up, who doesn't. I'll put a video out telling you guys what happened and what I thought. And then I'll come here to talk to you guys. And you can tell me what you guys think. Thank you guys so much. Next conspiracy stream. Me and Josh talked about that. We're supposed to be doing a conspiracy live stream together. So hopefully soon, you know. And then I got a couple for my channel memberships coming out. But anyways, thank you, everybody, for joining me. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Take care. Talk to you later. And, of course, don't be a dingbat.